Hi, and welcome to Mobile Marketing. With you today, my name is Christy. I'm one of your Miami trainers. An absolute pleasure to be able to introduce you to two great programs. One is called Corded, and the other one is called Photofy. So between both of them, we're hoping that you can connect with other professionals in the industry. You can enhance your referral business, right? And you're also able to do some social media marketing. So on miamirealtor.com, the first tip I want to share with you is that you have a search bar on our website. This search bar is going to help you find additional information about a product. This is a great way for you to get additional insight on a product before you commit to a class or commit to using it, right? So for example, our first product is Corded.io. So I'm going to go ahead and input that. And then I can see the product, which is a product page, and then I have the classes that are tied in with this product or service. When you click on these service pages, we've done a really good job of giving you a lot of insight about these programs. So for example, we have the name of the product, that it's one of your free member benefits, and we have a quick kind of synopsis of what that product does for you. It's available both on your desktop and on a mobile platform. On the right hand side, we give you the image of the icon. So whenever you're looking for it in your gateway or when you're downloading it on your app, you're familiar. In the middle, we're going to give you a quick synopsis in a video format about the program. So let's go ahead and play that so I can share it with you. So you do get a newsfeed that you can customize so that you can receive information about the markets that you're interested in. You have an agent profile. It does look like a digital resume where you can also receive awards, and you can highlight team profiles if you're part of a team. Referrals, that's another stream of income. This is a great way to connect with other professionals in the industry. On the right-hand side, you'll have fast access information. This is basically how can you acquire the product. The following steps are listed below. We would go to www.corded.io and we would download the app from there. Aside from that, we would sign up with our MLS associated email address and create a profile. We can also verify that information in our email. So we are going to receive an email directly from Corded where we'd have to click and verify our account. Another way that you can just quickly get into contact with that application is you can go ahead and open up your cameras to this QR code and it'll take you directly into the app for you to download. Now to go ahead and get started, I want to move us into Corded. So let's go ahead and give this a quick click. From here, this is the desktop version of Corded. You have access to product information. If you are looking for an agent, you can do so here. We have additional resources for you. So as I click on here, you have tutorials, frequently asked questions, blogs, and press information that you can review. Aside from that, you have About Us. This is a great section where you can get to know the application, the founders, the people behind the app, and what their goals are. You can download your application from right here on this button. Now, I like to go ahead and set up on the desktop version. I feel like it's a little easier, and then go ahead and sign up and sign in on my application. So the first step that I would do is on Corded.io, the desktop version, I would enter my MLS registered email address. You're going to give this a quick click and you're going to click to create an account. Once you click to create an account, it's going to ask you for a few questions. You're going to create a password. You'll receive that email. You're going to verify that information, okay? Then you can come back and sign in. This is the desktop version. I want to go ahead and show you all the things that you can do on here. So up at the top, the first thing that we want to do whenever we're starting with a new program is customize it to fit us and our brand and our market. So in the top right-hand corner, you have a drop-down arrow that you want to click. You also want to click on your profile. Once you click on your profile, these edit buttons are going to become available. The first one that we're going to click is on the center of the page. So we're going to give this a quick click. We'll have access to then uploading our background image, giving this a quick click. You can then upload a background image into your profile and save it. You can repeat that process with your headshot. Clicking back on edit, you have your small pencil. Upload your headshot. You have an introduction. In this space, you want to go ahead and let everyone know a little bit about yourself. You can put in when you started as a real estate agent. You have your calendar option here. And then as I continue to scroll down, you want to make sure that these are toggled on so it allows others to contact you via email and via phone. We don't want to miss any of those referral opportunities. As you scroll through here, input your information such as your website, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. When you're done, you can save the changes on the bottom right-hand corner. Let me exit out. Once you've updated this information, there's more that you can do. We can scroll down to the bottom to the About section. As you can see, I have a little information about me and my digital resume, as they like to call it, and I've added a video. So let me show you how to do that. Clicking on the edit button will open up the space for you to be able to add additional information about yourself, and you can also display up to 6 images or YouTube videos on your profile. So I went ahead and I added in one, and we can add in others. Now, I did want to show you that on miamirealtors.com/co-brand, we do have listed a few great videos that you can use to get started. For example, as I scroll through here, we have a good one. It's called Miami-Dade, a top ranking market. You have this information as a flyer. You also have it available as a video. So the last video that I inputted was regarding Miami. I want to go ahead and add in the commercial video. So I'm going to click on here. I'll automatically have the YouTube link. I'm going to right click it and copy it. And of course, you can continue with this link, verify the video before you post. I'm going to go ahead and take this link. That's all you would need. Come back into this section, and where it says drag and drop or click to upload a video, we're going to give this a click. So where it says drag and drop or click to upload a video, you can click on here and you can choose to upload an image if you'd like. So for example, let's click on these photos, and regarding all of these images, I can preview through here and decide that I'm going to add in one of these images. I'm going to open it up and it's up. Now, another way that you can go ahead and upload this image is you can scroll down and you see where it says add to YouTube. You can right click and paste the link that we found and go ahead and click on add. Once you've clicked on add, it'll automatically be syndicated to your profile. You can save your changes on the bottom. All right, now we're moving and we're filling up our profile nicely. Let's scroll down and input our skills, interests, and languages. You can do so by clicking on the edit button. Each section does allow you to click and preview a list of already populated suggestions. You can go ahead and click on the ones that you'd like to input. If it's not on the list, you can always freehand it and input it yourself. You have the same options for your interests and hobbies. As I click through here, I'll have a list of things that I can input. Let's go ahead and add in concerts, and you have your languages as well, right? So once I'm done, you're going to save your changes. Now, as per your activity, there's nothing you'd have to do here. This will automatically populate based on production. Not only will your activity populate, but so will your listings, and awards will be granted to you based on production that you can then share. As I continue to scroll down, we can also preview our recent activity. We can see how many likes we've received and if there's been any comments on here. So I can go ahead and click on here, see that I have a few comments, right? Audrey sent me a little super interesting stat and I can respond to her. Now that we've integrated our branding into Corded, let's go ahead and continue with our customization. Let's click on Home. On the top left-hand corner of your screen, you're going to click on Home. And from here, we're going to begin to customize our news feed in the middle, right? So here is your feed. This is where you'll be receiving information about sales in the area, spotlighted properties in your market, agents that you follow, and trending stats, right? You have everything that you would be previewing in your feed. How do you customize it? You click on Manage My Network. From here, you can choose to add in agents. So if I click on agents, this is the list of the agents that I currently follow at this time. If you wanted to click on here, right, and search a particular agent or browse a particular section, you can go ahead and see all of the agents and you can choose who you'd like to follow. Now, aside from being able to find your friends and coworkers, under agents, you can also select markets. So I'm currently interested in the following markets: 33160, 33156, 33140, etc., with some cities, Miami and Coral Gables. Now, if you wanted to delete one of these, there's a small trash bin that you can, of course, use to delete some of this information. If you wanted to add them in, you choose whether you want to search a specific zip code or a city. So let's say I wanted to choose another city. Right, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at Pembroke Pines in Broward, and it now will be available on my network. So I'm going to exit out of here. My network is updating. So when I look at my feed under all, I'm looking at all sales, spotlight, agents, and trends. If I want to look at the sales in the area, I can go ahead and click on sales to see the updated information from agents. As I preview this information, there's always a follow button if I'd like to follow that realtor because maybe they work in the market that I'm interested in. There's spotlight. This is going to spotlight specific realtors based on properties and posts. Then we have the agents that I'm following. So it'll just be their specific posts of what they're interested in sharing with us. And then, of course, I have trends. Trends is probably my favorite. You have up-to-date information. So, for example, I'm following the city of Miami. So as of 19 hours ago, I have this fantastic post, and it is shareable, right? So I'm able to see that townhomes and condos, as of 19 hours ago, volume fell 38% for closed sales, right? And you can see the graph. The statistic has been created for me, and it's comparing from February 2022 to July 2022. What can I do with these? I can like them, I can comment on them, but my favorite option is that I can share them. So I can click on share, and you can post directly to Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, or I can download them or send them in an email to a customer. On the right-hand side, you have suggested agents that you can follow. You also have different markets that you can click to follow as well. So for example, I'm also interested in Key Largo, so I'm going to go ahead and give that a quick follow. Let's move over to our next tab, which is agents. Clicking on agents will give you access to a search. in this area, you can search for other agents. It could be maybe based on experience, right? You can maybe search for property. You can maybe search for agents that are also in your brokerage, right? So I'm currently searching for, it looks like, agents that are in the Miami Association of Realtors. You can search by average price point, total volume, city, or maybe one of the courted achievements or property type. So I'm going to take this bar and I'm going to scroll down. You can search for specific agents who specialize in a property type. So if you're looking for other like-minded agents and you're interested in more information regarding agents who recognize or work timeshare information, I went ahead and clicked timeshare, and you'll have your list of agents with their information. So for example, we have one of these agents, what office they're with, how long they've been in the business, and I can click on their profile to connect with them. As I scroll through here, if they have any awards, they're going to be syndicated on here. And it also tells you where they're most active, right? Their current volume and more. So this will help you decide who you'd like to connect with on a professional level. So in the top right-hand corner, you can actually sort these based on active listings, total volume, years licensed, or low to high or high to low. So for example, active listings, I went ahead and I put everything in order. Now, you see that this realtor does have a headshot. I think when you have a full profile, we are more likely to connect with that person because we get the feeling that, okay, they're using the application, and if I did want to do business with someone, it's going to be someone who's taken the time to fill out their profiles. So if you wanted to deep dive, you can go ahead and give this a click. And you can see, right, he has his headshot, his information, and I can either follow him, send him an email, or connect by giving him a call. As I scroll through here, there's 122 different achievements. As these populate on your pages, they're easy to share. You can click on the share button and you'll have two options. You can either share it as a story and it's already formatted that way, or you can share it directly as a post. So as I click on story, then I'm going to be able to choose what story where. Do I want to post it on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn? Do I just want to download it or send it in an email? And you have the same options for a regular post. Let me exit out. Aside from that, once you have active listings, these listings are going to be available on your profile, and they're able for others to be able to see them. They can view the details on them. As I scroll through here, they'll have access to the different pictures, and they of course can follow you. Okay, exiting out. Now that we know how we can connect with others, let's go ahead and click on Insights on the top. Insights are available for you to do additional research in an area. So your first step is choosing whether you want to search by a zip code, a city, or a custom search. You can also bypass that and just scroll in, view what you have available inside of the map, and pick an area with your mouse. As I clicked in this area, right, in Homestead, I'm able to automatically see statistics regarding the active listings. There's 86 listings in this area with an average price of 1.1 million. The median price though is 635,000. It's broken down by square feet. You're looking at $368 per square foot. The listing volume is 92 million. Average days on market, you're looking at 86. Now, you're also able to toggle this on and show the active listings on the map as well. On the right-hand side, based on the area that I've selected with my mouse, I'm able to see the listings, right, that I can further research on here. Now, if you want to be able to share these statistics with the public, you can. You see on the bottom where it says create a report, just go ahead and click on this. This is going to open up this template where you can create reports. Now, so far, it's already selected the area 33030 in Homestead because I selected it with my mouse on the map. And then as I scroll through here, you can actually name your report. I'm going to leave it just as is, 33030 homestead update. I'm going to scroll down and I can choose the property types that I really want to focus on. So far, it's taking 87 active listings, 23%, right, compared to 71 in June. So that amount of active listings has gone up. The only criteria that I have is the zip code, and it's looking in July 2022, right? Last month's information. If I wanted to further filter that information, I can click on property type, and instead of all properties, let's say I really want to focus on the single family home, it'll update that information, right? So it'll show here single family homes. I'm going to continue to scroll down, and here are some data points that I can choose from. So far, it's the active listings, right? With the active listings, I'm going to go ahead and select the median price point by square feet. I'm going to do the median days on market. So as this loads for me, I'm going to then scroll down, and we can either choose the previous month, June 2022, or the same month previous year. I'm going to leave it as is and decide on my design. I have a modern design is what we're looking at right now. We have the elegant design, and we also have a clean design. So as you can see, they all look very good, but they're updated slightly. I'm going to go ahead and go with elegant. And now I have the opportunity to also upload a background image. So I'm going to click on the background image. It's going to move into my pictures. I'm going to go ahead and select a picture, click on open, and that's going to be placed right into my post. Perfect. I'm going to scroll down. Here is my personal data, my personal branding. I'm okay with my name, real estate office, my phone number, right? My email address. And if I wanted to add any additional commentary to my analysis, I could in this area. There is the option to not include anything, and you also have the ability to save. So I went ahead and I saved my work. It's now available under the next tab, which is reports, right? So from here under reports, this is where my saved file is, and I can click on export. I can open it. It's available here. I can go ahead, right click, save as one of the images on my computer, and it is ready to post on social media. Let me exit out. Aside from that, you can also start a report where it says create report instead of having to start it under insights. Aside from that, you have your referral section. So right next to reports on the top middle of your page, on your menu, we're going to click on referrals. This is a great way to search for the right agent using just a few clicks in order for you to find somebody to assist you either with a buyer or a seller. So if you're looking for an agent who can represent a buyer, click on buy. Depending on location, you could choose a zip code, a city, or custom. For example, I'm going to choose the city, and the city of interest is going to be, for me, Orlando, right? I don't really work that area. I'm going to select the city of Orlando and show the agents that do. From here, I'm able to see that there is an agent that I can connect with. I can see his number of transactions. I can click on the drop-down arrow for additional information, and I can also click on send email so that I can connect with them regarding a possible referral. If I click on their name, there's more options that you have. You can always follow, send email, or give them a call. All right, so we want to have a completed profile. It will increase your potential of getting more referrals. Now under the More section, if I click on the More button, you have where you have access back to your profile. So let's click on Profile. Here it is, looking good. Under More, you have another section called Team. So as I click on Team, you can see that I've created a team, right? I've named it Miami Trainers. I'm going to go ahead and delete the team so I can show you how I added it in. Your first step would be to find your team or to create a new team. So if you know somebody's already created the team, you can search here or create a new team by clicking here. Name the team. So I'm going to name it Miami Trainers. My next step is to upload a logo. So I'm going to go ahead and upload. I'm going to click on Save. And then on the top right-hand corner, I'm going to click on Next, and I can invite the agents. So the first step is inviting. I'm going to invite my first team member. Once I've located her, we're going to give her a click and decide whether she's going to be a leader or a member. She's going to be a user or an admin. Then we're going to keep looking. I'm going to look for my next team member. So I'm going to select my next team member. I'm going to go ahead and select if he's going to be a member or a leader. Right, and now that they've been inputted on the top right-hand corner, we're going to create that team. So it says, congratulations, Miami Trainers has been created. View the Miami Trainer team. From here, it's going to go ahead and welcome us. We can select when we started as a team. Right, so I'm just going to select today as the example and start sharing. From here now, I can actually see my team's transactions. So once they've accepted, I guess, their space in my team, we're able to see my contributions. That would be your sales that are going to be contributed to the team, and then the team's contributions. So you're able to see all of the hard work that the team did as a unit, making you guys even stronger. Now, if you want more information on teams, you can click on the top. Well, let's go back into miamirealtors.com. Let's do /teams. Here we have a team page. You have access to all of the applications that will highlight your team. You have legal updates on teams. Corded.io is right up here. Sunstats, Inman, and more different articles just to help you build your team, grow your team. And these are all different tutorials, videos, tips, and tricks that can help you enhance that team. All right, now that we've looked at Corded, go ahead and move into the mobile app version of Corded. So let's go ahead and click on Corded. Once you've downloaded it, you'll have access to it. When you open it, this is going to be your home page. Basically, you'll have access to that feed. All of your sales from your market. You can see the spotlighted posts, any notable transactions in the last week. You're also able to see the agent posts that you can either share, comment, or like. And then, of course, you have those trends, which are basically those shareable market stats, right, that you have available here to share, comment, or like. You can actually also add a post. So clicking on that plus sign on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen will allow you to add a post. So, for example, you can input a certain message, share a certain thought, statistic, or more. You also have the ability to take a picture or add a picture from your phone. So let's go ahead and click to add an image. From here, I have some of my recents. Go ahead and manage. I'll have access to selecting more photos from my phone that I can click. For example, I'm going to go ahead and click on this image here that I'd like to share, and then I'm going to click on done. Once I've clicked on here, I'm then ready to post. Okay, anything that I wanted to add on here. Now I'm ready to publish. I'm going to click on publish on the top right-hand corner. Okay, and I went ahead and made a post that others can like, comment, or share. Towards the bottom, you can access your home page, which is the page you're currently looking at. You can search for other agents. Okay, so you can search by name. Let's give this a quick X. The other option is clicking on those filters where you can sort by active listings, total volume, years licensed, etc. You can save that search. You can follow and explore any of their profiles. And as we move towards the right, you're also able to message. Clicking on message, you are able to write. And from here, I can search who I'd like to write my message to. Okay, I can select and write a message. And then you can send. You also have the ability to add photos. All right, so clicking on send. And you're able to begin a conversation. So I'm going to click on back. And then here you have your account. Okay, where you can verify your notifications, manage your settings, and access help. So clicking on settings. This is a great place where you can manage your email, phone number, and password, verify your privacy information, and clicking on notifications, make sure that you are receiving your email notifications, push notifications, and text notifications from the app. So at this time, there is more that you can currently do inside of the desktop version, and they're going to continue to build out this app. So as I scroll up, the last thing I wanted to show you is you have these little people here. This is the section where you're able to search for agents that you want to add into your profile, and then also customize your markets as we did before in the desktop version by zip code and city. Clicking on done once you've selected. Now from here, I want to go ahead and segue into Photofy. We are back on miamirealtor.com. Let's go ahead and use that search and look up Photofy for more information on how we can access this great app. So our first step is going to be to search for Photofy. We're going to move through here. We do have some training that is already syndicated onto the page, but towards the bottom, we have that product page, NAR Plus Photofy, free access to Photofy. This is an exclusive tool for NAR members, which is us. So let's give this a click. Now this is going to be our step one. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to get started. How do you get started? You click on this button that says get started, and it's going to drop you into this registration page. From here, what we're going to do is you're going to add in your first name, last name, email, and phone number. You also want to make sure to have your member ID. This is also referred to as your NRDS number. Now, if you don't know that ID, that's okay. They have a look up your member ID option that you want to give a click. From here, you can enter whether you're interested in looking it up by last name and email, which is the recommended method, or you also have your last name and your real estate license. Now, I do like that you can look it up this way because you do need to add in your email assigned to your account. So this is a great way to verify that information. You want to input your last name, you want to input your email address and submit. This is going to give you access to that member ID. So what we're going to do now is we're going to come back, fill out all of our information. Once you have your member ID, give this a quick click to agree to the terms, and then we're going to tap on continue. Now from here, you will receive a follow-up page. This is going to allow you to confirm your information, and on the bottom right-hand corner, you're going to go ahead and submit the details. From there, you're also going to have another page populate aside from that. We're going to fill out your login password. So once you've set up your password, you know what your username is. You know what your username is. It's going to be that email address. We are now ready to download the application. So you can download it from the Apple Store. You also have it available on Google Play. So clicking on download on the Apple Store, I want to show you what the icon looks like. So it's called Photofy Content Creation. This is what that's going to look like when you download it. So this is a screenshot on the iPhone. This is another screenshot of the iPad version. So we want to make sure to download this. As you guys download your application, fill in your username and password. I'm going to go ahead and segue to the app. All right, so this is the Photofy icon. I'm going to give this a quick click to open it up. And let's talk about what we have available here. Now, before we start setting everything up, I just want to give you a run through of the application. Towards the bottom of the page, you have where it says accounts. You're going to click on here and notice that you have marketing material from Florida Realtors, Miami Realtors, and from the National Association of Realtors, as well as a personal page. All of the pages are going to have photo templates, quick shares, and schedulers. So as I scroll through here, keep in mind that these are going to be available in all of your 4 different accounts. Now let's start setting up. On the top left-hand corner, we're going to give this click. That's called the hamburger icon. And from here you have the ability to sign out, access your home page, begin a project. So if you're going to start a project and you know you might not finish it, it's available to be found here. If you save an incomplete project, they will be found here. You're also able to schedule out these projects. So if I click on here, I can see that I have this to be scheduled out to post August 31st. You'll have access to anything that you've already posted that had been scheduled. And if anything failed to post, it would be available here, for example, so I can go back and give that a quick look. Clicking on back. Clicking back on that hamburger icon and moving down. Here's our first step. These are our settings. You're going to take the time to click on your settings and you're going to click on manage profile. Now this can be a little tricky, but it's actually not as complicated as you think. So our first step is going to be to verify our information, add in our personal details here, and then we're going to scroll up and we're able to add in the information for all 3 profiles. So for example, you need to put in your city and state for Miami Realtors, first and last name, the name of the organization. So this is the name of your office or brokerage, the phone number, and that's all for that first Miami Realtor profile. And as you scroll through here, you also want to input your phone number, right? Your city, company name, first name and last name, and license number, and this is for your NAR profile. And as I continue to scroll through here, you also want to add in your company name, email, first name, last name, phone number for the Florida Realtors. Now, as you add these in, they will populate in a yellow. And then as you save them, clicking on the save button, they'll turn green. So you want to make sure that everything is green. And then once you're done, you're going to scroll to the bottom and save all of your tokens. Once you're done with that, we can click on the done button on the top left-hand corner. And from here, we can click on back again. And we're ready to start creating. So you do have a camera here. You can go ahead and add your You can go ahead and give access to the camera. This means that the information from your social media, the pictures from your different logins, your camera roll will be available. If you give access to the camera from this application, it's going to give you the ability to pull pictures from your social media accounts, from your camera roll on your phone, so you can build out these pages. Or better said, go ahead and create these marketing material posts. So let's go ahead and get started with Florida Realtors. We're already here. I have Florida Realtors selected on my personal accounts. Under quick shares, you can give these a click. And what you have is different icons that are available. These are all infographics that are ready to go, ready for you to post them. All you would have to do is give it a click, right? It's done already. Decide how you want to share it. Do you want to share it through Facebook, Twitter, Flickr, or Instagram? You also have more share options that you can click on, and that's going to give you all of the different options to share through your phone. So let's exit out here. When you choose a social media outlet that you want to post through, understand that you will have additional steps where you're going to be linking Photofy to that social media. So most of the time when you click on it the first time, for example, I'm going to do Instagram, it's going to go ahead and ask me to link them and log in for the first time. So you would log in through Instagram so that they can tie. It also is letting me know that a caption has already been created for you. You can always edit it, but if not, you are going to click on OK. I also have the ability to select more photos from my phone to syndicate onto Photofy. I'm going to go ahead and keep my current selection for now. And I can choose, do you want to make it a story? Do you want to put it on your feed? I'm going to go ahead and make it a story. Now you can see that I am inside of Instagram. To post it onto my stories, I simply add to stories. And when I click on my story, it's posted. All right, 6 tips for pet owners selling their home. Done and done. Let me exit out of here. I'm going to click back onto Photofy. Just as easy. Now, when you click on that quick share, remember you have all of these different posts that are ready for you. Clicking on back. The difference between quick shares and photo templates is within the photo template, they are editable, unlike the quick shares. So clicking on photo templates, you have Facebook posts, Instagram posts, LinkedIn, and Twitter posts that you can choose from. So for example, under Facebook, these are my options. If I click Instagram, right, these are my other options. And if I click LinkedIn and Twitter, these are my options. Now, as you can see, they've all been formatted to fit perfectly with that social media post. So for example, let's select this template here. I'm going to click on it. And I have the original posts. And then I have another style that I can choose from, which is this second style here. Now the original post, what it gives you is the ability to tap on here and add in your headshot. When it comes to the second option, let me click on here. What you would choose is your logo. So you decide whether you want to highlight the company logo or your headshot. I'm going to go ahead and select the original option. And now that I've chosen my style, I'm going to apply it. From here, I can then tap right over here, add in a headshot. Let me scroll through here. I'm going to add myself. And now I'm inside of my image. Now, as you see here, I have Miami Association of Realtors with all of my information. I want to show you that you have additional options down over here. You have your styles that I can click on. This we've already decided on our styles. So I'm going to tap on cancel. Our next option is our text. Now, if I wanted to change the information in my text, I can. So for example, under Christy Denny's, I want to go ahead and put in a comma and add in additional verbiage. Okay, for example, and then I'm going to click on done. Here you have your formatting. What you can do with formatting is you can fill this space, right? You have different colors to fill. You also have opacity, and then you also have tracking. So when it comes to tracking, what's going to happen is as I spread these apart, it will either push my words together or further apart. So if I need something to fit or I want to change the look of it, you could use these two options. I'm happy with my design, so I'm going to click on apply on the top. Now up here, you have another menu. So here you're able to save this design. If I want to work on it later, I'm not ready to post it yet, I can click on this small paper and then I can save this to my project. So it's going to be a post later. And I'll put maybe LinkedIn so I know. And then I'm going to save it. I'm going to tap on save. My project has been saved. Perfect. Another option, I can go ahead and view it. So clicking on here, I can view it, and then you want to press it to see the original size. Here on that question mark is going to take you over to a Zendesk. So if you have any questions, right? Clicking on done. From here, I'm happy. I'm going to click on done. I'm ready to post. Now I can choose how you want to post this template, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, Facebook Messenger, Twitter, Pinterest. Let me scroll and show you an option that I really like, text message. So text message has a 98% open rate. So if I wanted to send this, I can click on text message. I can go ahead and send it over to a colleague or a customer. It already has some verbiage on here. I can always come back and change it. Let's go ahead and send that out. And my message was sent to my customer. Now I can go ahead and click on back. I'm going to click on my home. It says, do you want to start over? I'm going to go ahead and say yes. And then on our small hamburger icon, we're going to click on here, and under projects, this guy's available here to open and continue to work on if I hadn't have posted, for example. Now let's click on back. And so far we've talked about templates and quick shares. Now you have your scheduler. So under scheduler, you're able to decide if you want to create something now to post later. You can do so by clicking on add. So anything that you've created will be available on here. You can click one of your creations and you can choose to select the date and time on the top. So these dates and times are here on the bottom, August 25. Let's go ahead and make that change to the 29th, and it's going to post at 1 p.m. I'm going to simply tap my finger over here. And now I'm ready to post it out. So I'm going to tap on next. And where would you like it to post? Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn. I already posted it on Instagram, so I'm going to go ahead and choose Facebook. I'm going to choose Twitter, and then I'm going to tap on done. And now it's here, scheduled and ready to go out. Clicking on back. From here, I do want to leave you with the homework of just discovering all of the different actionable photo templates and quick shares that you have. So you can click on here and just verify and view all of the other options that you have. Scroll through them, have fun with it. It's already created for you to use. So let's click on back. And let's take a look at Miami Realtors. So clicking on Miami Realtors, you have the same options, and we already know how to use them. The quick shares, the photo templates, and the scheduler. All we're going to do now is go ahead and click on that quick share and take a look at what you have available. You have posts that have been broken down by county. So if you specialize in Miami-Dade, you have Miami ranking posts, you have Broward ranking posts, Palm Beach. And if you slide your thumb through the top menu, it's going to give you more options, like our really great market focus videos that you can share and market infographics. As I continue to slide through here, you have your market or your hot market graphics. And again, you would just click on there and choose how you'd like to share it. So here we have either Facebook or Instagram. We also have clicking on more options to access your phone options. So let me click on the X. Let's say I wanted to post it on Facebook. I'm going to go ahead and click on Facebook. I'm going to choose my account. I'm going to continue. It's going to ask me to log in. Right, select my page. So you want to choose your business page. Tap on next. Allow Photofy to work with my Facebook. It is currently linking the two. And now I am okay to start posting. Facebook wants to open Photofy. I'm going to go ahead and say yes. I'm going to choose my account towards the bottom, right? And if I wanted to, I can also add in some verbiage. So I'm going to click on done. Here's your space to add in anything you'd like. Right? We can post to Facebook. Continue. Open. Continue. Next. Done. Linking. And it's uploading the image. So the first time you connect, you are going to go through this process, but then after that, it will automatically go ahead and share those posts. So I'm going to tap on OK, and it posts. Post to Facebook. And I wanted to do it a second time. So on my end, I have the same post twice back to back, but I wanted to show you. You go through the process of linking once, but once you've linked, it's post and go, okay? Clicking on back, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the templates that you have. So from here, you have global templates, commercial, advocacy, Facebook, Instagram, right? And all of them have different creations that you can feel free to post. You can add in your headshot. So let me scroll through here. You have stories. Now, as you can see, they've been syndicated or they've been edited so that they can fit perfectly with your stories. You have Twitter posts. You even have some Zoom backgrounds on the far right that you can use. All right, moving on back. Clicking back on accounts. We've already taken a look at Florida Realtor. At Miami Realtor, you have NAR member. So here we go. We have your quick shares, your photo templates, and your scheduler. Clicking on quick share, let's take a peek at some of the options that you have here. Now, what makes this a little bit different is you have videos. So we've seen videos before, but you also have different languages. So for example, if you wanted to select Spanish, you can click on Spanish and start working on here. From here, you would select what you'd like to work on, and then you'd move forward, tapping on Facebook or Instagram. And then from here, you would post just as easy as I showed you before. So tapping on back. The last thing that I wanted to show you is that under accounts, you can click on here, click on personal, and you have all of your options available, but you have more creativity that you can do here. So for example, you have your photos and your collages, and it gives you different images that you can build on, right? So if you wanted to use any of these pictures, you can simply click on one of them. You can tap on continue, but towards the bottom, some of them are for purchase. You can select some to be a favorite if you're going to use it over again. And then you have your recent selections. On the top, you can choose either stock images, pictures from your camera roll, albums, or standard. So tapping on continue. From here, you have the ability to put in your photo or your background on these images, crop it, adjust it, or make it an Insta square for Instagram. So for example, here we have your photo. You can go ahead and select whether you want to remove the background or replace it. You have your standards where you can add a different color, right? So we don't want to do that at this time, but you're able to change that information. Let's go back into our photo. Let's tap on cancel. So from here, you can edit your photo either by adding in a background, cropping it, adjusting it, or making it an Insta square. Here you can add text or overlay, and from here you can do a few things, right? You can add in a logo, some artwork. So for example, let's go ahead and tap on logo. Here I can add my logo. I can take my fingers where the logo is and I can shrink it some. add it in wherever I'd like, and then I can tap on apply. Then from here, you can input done, and you are ready to post. So get creative with these. If you are not yet ready to post this, I'm not. I can go back and I can go ahead and save this. Tapping on the save button, right? Click on creating, tap on save. Congratulations, tapping on OK. Tap on done, and I can come back here and create my post to save it. So now that it's saved, it's safe to go ahead and click on start over, clicking on the home page right over here. Start over, yes. And so far, you have been introduced to all of the different options that you have, all of your accounts. Come back in here and get excited about the program. I think it's very user-friendly. You have so much content at your fingertips. Just explore, have a good time, post, and grow your social media. Thank you so much for being with us today. I hope that you can join us for another class very soon. Thank you for being a Miami member.